Hello fellow old schoolers. So this is the second set after sideboard between the Bleeder deck and the Candleflare deck, and I'm on the play. Starting out with an island and a Mox Ruby into a Candelabra of Taunus. And he enters fit up with a Black Wise, but I'm about 4 cards now, so I don't take any damage. And I'll advise you to go to the first match between these two decks, where if you haven't seen it before, well, talk a bit about the Candleflare setup and how it works. So he attacks with the factory, and I shatter it at this point, just to buy me some time. So here's a mana flare. So now the Candleflare combo is up and running. I only have 1 land though, and that's a problem. Those Moxen won't provide extra mana. But at least I can untap the basic land a couple of times, and that's a mountain. Passing the turn, he puts out another Black Wise. And he ancestrals, but I counter it, using the 2 blue mana from the mana flare to do so. So he sinkholes the island, so now he can get in, and then puts out the second Black Wise. They don't do much damage now, but if there's ever a draw 7, they'll put on a World of Hurt. Okay, so there's a second mana flare, but I'm pretty mana starved at this point. Coming to think of it, it's actually a problem for this deck that he has so much land destruction in his deck, because I need those lands in order for the combination to work. And he just puts out an Underworld Dreams with tapping a single Badlands. There's that many flares going. Okay. So I tap a mountain, untap it, tap it again, and then fireballs him for 6. That's just with 1 single land. And now he sinkholes it. I think that's the, yeah. Okay, we got a mountain. Is that a 3rd sinkhole? The second, I think it's a second or 3rd sinkhole in this match. Okay, he has a fireball as well. Okay, so those mana flares can work really much against me, because I don't have any ways of removing his lands. He's just saving up the mana at this point. And I'm taking damage from that Underworld Dreams. And he sinkholes the next one. So he's drawn so much land destruction in this game. It's awful. And at this point I'm getting dangerously close to the Black Wise range. So I sacrificed the Lotus in order to get out of Power Surge, but he uses Blue Blast to remove it. Figured it would be a fun play, because he can't use all his mana. He has a very low mana curve, and all those mana flares, the Power Surge would damage him, and I don't have any lands now. But it was not to be. There's a Mace of Earth that won't do me much good. I should probably have sideboarded those out, actually. I think I sideboarded. I think I put the rocket launcher out, actually, and a counterspell. That was a weird thing to do. I should actually keep the counterspell and get rid of those Mace of Earth, and put in an extra shatter and a red blast, or blue blast, I think. It's the only place with blue power. Okay, so I activate the factory, making it pump itself, untap it. No. Scratch that. Oh yeah, okay, that's what I do in order to get out the icy, just to make the mana flares work. And then he fireballs me for a gazillion. And I actually had the fireball, and I had but didn't have any lands to fireball him out, even though I had the candelabra going. So he wins the first match after sideboard here. That's the second match. And the Bleeder deck mulligans down to 6 cards. Again, I'll probably lose these matches, but it's fine. This is the first try with the Candleflare deck, and his deck has tested and true. He's tested it a lot in tournaments, so every win is like a miracle here. So we put out a Lotus, sacking it for 3 mana, and using the Mox Emerald and the Factory for colorless mana. Now we have 2 red mana left. Putting out, okay, 2 Candelabra of Taunos. It's pretty nice. So immediately we have some card advantage going here. Okay, but here's a brilliant hand. Sacking the Lotus. No. Scratch that. Thought about it though. Okay, if at first you don't succeed, try again. So there's a Candleflare setup at this point with 2 Candelabra of Taunos. That's brilliant. It makes it so that we actually have 3 mana flares going. Okay, but he shatters one of the Candelabras and takes a point of damage from the City of Brass. Putting out a Silverstone, and he should take damage there. That's a mistake. Second mana flare. Untapping. Wait, what? Okay, I'm untapping both lands with using the 2 mana from the Volcanic Island, and then I shatter his Silverstone and attacks him for 2. You should be more mindful with that City of Brass though. It can actually make all the difference. So he time twists. And forgetting to take the damage again, it seems. So that's, I believe that's 2 points of damage right there. But we're too busy chatting away. So let's just try to keep that in mind. He's at 15, I think. Okay, so there's a Library of Alexandria. I think he has 6 cards in hand. Okay, he uses that. There's a bunch of mana from the mana flares, so he can just put out a Silverstone. Oh yeah, and I forgot I took a huge chunk of damage from that Underworld Dreams because of the Time Twister. So he chaos orbs the Candelabra of Taunos. He does this because he's afraid of me pumping the factories and attacking him. And also because it's evil with the Mana Flame. So now he Chain Lightnings me, and I can bounce it back, but then he can bounce it back to me, and I can bounce it back again, but I won't survive the exchange. And I have a counterspell in hand here, but I think I like to take it on the nose, because there's so many cards I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of Fireballs, I'm afraid of Draw 7s at this point. I'm at 6 life now. May the 5th. Just waiting for some sort of fireball here, yeah. Putting the May the 5th back, putting down a Volcanic Island instead. just in order to have more out. So I have a mana drain in hand. So he mazes the fifth, this one of the factories, attacking factories, and I use it to pump the other one. So that's 3 points of damage. So he's actually at about 12 points of life now, not 14. Okay, so now he has a factory to block, and I don't have a Candelabra to pump my stuff. Okay, and he stone rains one of the factories. So this is getting real intense here, being at 6 life. So ancestral recalls. And at this point I just kind of forgot that there's an Undual Dreams out, but I think I would have done it anyway. I need to dig fast here. And I'm not in a position where time is on my side anyway. So this is a big problem with the Candleflare deck compared to my older deck, that I can't remove Undual Dreams. So he tries to Chain Lightning me. No, Lightning Bolt me, and I mana drain it. That would be but I have one turn now, unless I can draw something that gives me mana, life. It's a Volcanic Island. Just needs a Fireball here. It's a Power Surge. If only I drew a Fireball, he'd be dead by now, as he doesn't play with counter spells. So I'm at 1 point of life, and just plays a Mox and passes the turn, allowing me to die on the Dreams. It's a wheel, it couldn't be used for anything, and there's a Fireball. So close, but it was not to be. So back to the drawing board, making Mark II. I'm removing the rocket launcher, putting in an Earthquake instead, because I'm actually afraid of more aggro decks. I seemed like I didn't have enough answers in this particular matchup. It wasn't a problem, but I reckoned that I needed a kill con as well as something to remove creatures with. I actually also think that I took out one of the Icy Manipulators and put in a Stone Rain in order to have more answers against Library of Alexandria and stuff like that. Actually, a friend wrote me later on talking about Winter Orbs in combination with this deck, and that would be pretty nifty. But I don't have the card collection to make Candleflare when I'm at home. I can only do it down here in South Africa, because we can pool our cards and our collections and make new builds. I don't own 4 Candelabra of Taunus, so I can't make it yet. So the deck is only being used down here. So I guess I'll have to make the most of it. So that was Mark 1. Next up, I'm trying out Candleflare Mark 2 against I can't remember which kind of deck. We'll see. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.